Jimmy Pickles Pepper channel. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Also, helping me out is analytics for a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. Videos have decreased a little bit because of other areas I've been extremely busy at. I got pizza, nothing spicy on it, just pizza. It's like my lunch break. This is from Market District, aka John Eagle. It's not bad. Chicken, bacon, ranch pizza. So, oh, cheers. I know people are going to ask me, you can't buy merchandise from me. So, you can't buy the merchandise. Because merchandising, it's more economic to have a merchandise shop and pay the permits, but to do with permits per state, people are like, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Dude, so-and-so sells it all the time. And you can do international. You can do anything. Well, I'm under the spotlight. I do one little wrong thing. I sold some t-shirts on my website. I got flagged. In 48 hours, I got flagged. I had black Cuban seeds. Because it said Cuban, I got flagged. I get flagged on everything. So I gotta do it by the book. So it's better to do these things. They're smaller. I didn't realize how small they were, but. So what I'm gonna do for the next month or so, I'm gonna start doing maybe, let's see, next week might have off. I'm just so busy with everything. Trying to get stuff finalized on other projects as well. I love it. So it's got the goggles, gas mask. I like to have everything echo in the Pickles universe. That's what I secretly call it, the Pickles universe. So if I get 36 orders in and you're number 36, chances are I'll probably take one out of my personal collection and give it to you. But I save one or two of these to myself, and that's it. The rest goes out to the public. Discontinued. I will end up doing a bigger sticker. I think I'm going to do a bigger sticker. I'm going to do a foil sticker. I might do glow-in-the-dark sticker. I think that'd be really cool. Glow-in-the-dark sticker of that. So, pizza's not bad. It's good. I'm tired. I've been working really, really, really hard. So, cheers. Can't buy the coffee mug, but you can get the free sticker with orders. People ask me about my ideas. 100% my ideas. I'm working on stuff now. For stuff you're not going to see for 8 months now. Now, some of my local friends who stop over, they're like, are you freaking kidding me? Dude, you got plenty of time to do this. I'm like, I need to do 500 promotions of things. Promotions I have figured out can hurt me, can help me, can help me, can hurt me if I do it in the right way. If sales are skyrocketing anyway, promotions are nice. It keeps morale up, everything else, but it's not doing me a world of good. When sales are down, like at this time, people don't really want seeds. They want fresh peppers plants. Seeds will keep for several years. That being said, promotional items bring up sales like 300%. You want one of these, order. You don't have to order much. You could order 1 pack. You could order a $2.99 ornamental. You want 2 of these, make 2 orders. I am going to have one of those bigger foil glow in the dark, but for me to do this, I got to get my sales up. My sales are up. Sales are up. But you got to know the market. And people tried to warn you people about me. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. That Pickles is freaking highly business motivated. Yeah, it's my livelihood. But this job is a dream come true. Because I love marketing. I love talking with my mouth full of food. I could talk now? No. Well, anyway, you want this label and a sticker? 35. By the way, I find productivity better when I take a day off here and there. I'm taking a day off Saturday. I'm going to work tonight. Boom. I didn't even think about that. If you have a blank mug, just take the sticker and put it on your mug. Now you got the mug. It's upside down. That means distress. The American flag upside down is distress. You just put it on there. You can hand wash it or whatever. That's actually a good idea. I didn't even think about that. You didn't even think about that. So, this pizza's okay. By the third piece, I have to heat it up more. I'm tired. Another thing, I always have things to talk about because I'm always thinking about something. Listen and watch what your plants want. You want good productivity? Grow your plants to a nice level, to a full maturity. You'll get a higher yield and you're going to get better shapes. Like the pepper community right now, I'm going to be honest, I haven't paid attention too much, so I can't reflect upon it, which makes me feel better overall. But the stuff I see on some of the groups is just crazy. Some of the people, and some of these people are not new people, and they get a smaller pepper and they're like, it's a mini. It's a mini. We got 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 a mini. So what the hell was that? I don't know. I didn't even have coffee yet. But you have to stabilize a shape for years. Like mini yellow ricotas, those every season will be mini. A lot of places that I respect usually take 10 generations. I'm going to be honest. Grow hundreds of plants. Pick the best shapes off those plants and grow them for 10 years. And let me tell you a little inside information. You're still going to get variants even after 10 years. Nothing is is ever stable. Ever. Maybe a ghost, maybe a bell pepper, but even a ghost, you're going to get variation shapes. About 6-7 people right now in the past 7 days, maybe 6 days, whatever. I'm going to take a drink. That's how I drink. Show off my label. But anyway, they've been showing me plants that are 8 inches tall. Yeah, but it's 10 foot wide. That should count, right? You got to get the height. Get a good height on your plant. Let it mature. Topping and stripping your plant multiple times does make a stronger plant. Does allow more nutrients into your plant, which can make better shapes and everything. But if you're still growing it like this, and then people say this is the plant. We'll say this is a plant from here to here, because this is what people are showing me. So if people are coming to my help and I can reflect upon what they need for help on the video, then maybe I can help you guys. Or you guys can give me feedback and you can help me help explain better. Or maybe you see a perspective I do not see. Maybe you guys can help me and educate me. So it's a whole learning process. So I try to keep my open mind about everything. I try to keep my stubborn mind open. So a plant, say it's about double the size of the pen. I see a lot of people growing plants, or not peppers, forming peppers 1 inch off the ground, but the pepper is going to be like 6 inches circumference. So what's going to happen is it's going to sit on the ground, pardon me, and it's going to rot. Why grow peppers so far down at the base? And then they expect perfect shapes. I see it all the time. So I took the liberty last night and spent 2 hours, and I went to groups and I started looking at who's producing, where they're producing, how big are the plants, stuff like that. I will honestly say half of the people, maybe even more than half, we're going to be generous, say 70%, is probably growing them on medium plants and everything's looking pretty good. I'm getting, you got the Pickles jealous. You guys got me jealous, man. Oh, nothing better than a fresh pepper, you know? Even if it doesn't look right. Even if the shape's supposed to be like this, instead it's like that. Environment. Oftentimes, I compare myself to European growers. And I'll tell you why. European growers get better shapes than me. Is it what they're doing? Is it knowledge? No. It's environment. It's got to be probably the right rain content. But I don't think it's really all that. I think, and you could do this, and I'm going to do this. I should have done this a long time ago. Iron. I'm going to increase more iron into my fertilizers. So I'm increasing iron. Iron actually gets your plants bigger and thicker walled. Iron helps cell development as well. And every single time I think of iron, this is why I want to do the bike rides. This is why I want to do bike rides. Because I want to show you. Come on, let's do a JP field trip. I get tired of my own backgrounds. I love my backgrounds. I love my peppers. I love the stuff here, but field trips are important too. So we could talk about soil just by looks of it. If it's reddish, it's usually a lot of iron. I did promise some personal friends in Pittsburgh that I would go camping and biking 30 miles minimum It would be 60 miles round trip. But to do a minimum of 30 miles a day and go out biking and just get away, nature tends to reset. A weird thing about the pepper community, and I'm very guilty of it myself, I'm very guilty of it. We tend to forget why we got into it to begin with. It's nature. It's fun. It's like Christmas on a plant. Growing peppers is Christmas on a plant. And just getting outside and enjoying nature and just kind of, I had a rough day. Maybe the wife yelled at you. Maybe your kid hates you or temporarily hates you, or you stepped on a Lego. I always get funny. I always get funny messages when I'm on here. I swear, somebody's like, Pickles is on. Pickles is live. Let me type a funny message. That's how they don't type like this. They type like this. It's always good people too sending me something funny. Makes me laugh on camera. I swear they're on a laptop and their phone watching. I'm gonna make Pickles laugh. I'm gonna make him laugh. But yeah. So let me think. Now, if you guys are from the Pittsburgh area, you're going to start understanding certain things I say. If not, I'll be educating you guys, not just about peppers, but about Sorry. That's why I'm not good on first dates. They got to get used to me first. Let me think. So I'll tell you some of the places I go. Here. And you get bored, look on the map. And it's weird. I don't tell anybody this, but sure. I'm actually not just an administrator on pepper groups, but I'm an administrator on trail groups, like hiking and biking. So, yeah. So let me think. Husky Haven is one of the places I go to. Remember 9/11 when the plane went down? It's like real close to there. It's like very, very close to there. Oh, it's called Shanksville. When the 9/11 plane went down, that's one of them. So I go biking out there and hiking. I go to a campground called Husky Haven. The owners, forgive me, I don't think he's watching anyway. I'm pretty positive he's not. I gave him my business card, but unless those people toss it out anyway, let's be honest. Or put it on their wall and never think about it twice. By the way, stickers, just like this, but you can't get the mug. I got a couple interesting stories. Okay. You guys want a good story? You guys want a good story, like a good freaking story. I'm going to tell you a biking story. I shouldn't tell this story to anybody, but I will. Well, first of all, some of these bike trails, you kind of down in the valley, going around the mountainsides, all this stuff. That was fun. And I looked at the soil, and I remember biking, and I was biking with a couple of friends. And I said, hey, is that iron in the ground? And they said, yeah. They used to mine a lot of iron in southwestern Pennsylvania. So, and some of the wells you pump for the well water you can get out there, they test it, I think, once a week or something like that. And it's always good to get your water filtering system and stuff like that. It stinks. Iron, it's just that rusty color, and you smell it. It's like, That is bad. Then when you drink it, you can drink a little bit of iron, and iron in your blood's good, but you don't want too much of it. You can get iron poisoning really quick, and you don't want to be. You'll throw up. You'll have diarrhea, all kinds of stuff. But that's one of the sites. I also do. If you want to look this up, believe it or not, I did this, and I documented. I did this. What was it? It was the Washington D.C. the Pittsburgh trip, 320 miles in 4.5 days. I did that. There's some really cool nature stuff. I went through Washington D.C. downward. I went Washington D.C. I went to Maryland, and then I hit Virginia. And then I went up to West Virginia to Pittsburgh. So the trail, it's called the Gap Trail. The Gap, and I'm an administrator on that site. I'm actually an administrator on the Gap Trail. It's for Greater Allegheny Passage, which actually is from Washington D.C., Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia to Pittsburgh. It goes like that. They're trying to do more extensions of that stuff. I am going to tell you a fun. Yeah. Now I think about this story. If you knew the people, it would be funny. To an outsider, it would just be a horror story. Yeah, it was a pretty scary moment. Something bad happened in the woods. But yeah, just I'm basically safety first. I don't want to get big into the story unless you guys really want to hear it. If you knew the people, a guy practically chopped his arm off in the woods. I was there. It wasn't pretty. And for God's sake, if you cut yourself, that was with a machete. He was. I biked to a bar to get beer. Who doesn't want to drink some beer out in the woods? So he was taking. You take your arm out, and he took the machete. Should have took the machete at low end. He went low and up, cut himself, freaking blood squirting out. So I'm gone. I actually don't see this. I see the aftermath. I come back. You ever feel like an a-hole basically? So I come back. My buddy is wearing a half t-shirt. I'm like, this guy's a jokester, man. He's like the original. He's like the real Joker in real life without him really knowing it. So, freaking half-cut t-shirt. I don't see the blood. He's kind of sitting like this, and he's drinking. If you're bleeding, alcohol is going to thin out your blood. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Well, he's like, yeah. He's like Reverend Jim off a Taxi. He's like, yeah, all right. Freaking 45 minutes later, he goes, starts drinking again, starts bleeding. So he cut his half t-shirt off, but you got to be careful. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting historical stuff, anywhere through wars to just interesting history stuff. The Paw Paw Tunnel, that is actually, I thought that was in Pennsylvania, the Paw Paw Tunnel, which is like a fruit that tastes like banana. It's like a banana custard flavor. You can't really buy them in stores because they go bad, Paw Paw. But there's the Paw Paw Tunnel. Once you go through the Paw Paw Tunnel in West Virginia, really interesting, cool tunnel. So I'm going to start incorporating this stuff. I have to get through some stuff. I can't even get away. I'm going to get some wings tonight. That's it. And I'm just coming right home. I might even skip out. I probably won't even do that. So I could just bring something in and go to bed early. But I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to decline phone calls. Damn it. Man. So anyway, I guarantee guarantee that guy's going to call back. A friend of mine. Now I got messages. What is that about? All right, whatever. So, Paul. So, I should show some pictures of this. It's a tunnel, Paw Paw Tunnel. Half of it has a river in it. This gets really interesting. Believe it or not, at least for me it did. Imagine just enjoying nature, days and days of just freaking killing yourself physically every day. And then all of a sudden, one of the greatest things when you're biking is tunnels. You're like, somebody's like, yeah, man, there's a tunnel up ahead, tunnel up ahead, tunnel up ahead. And you're like, yes, yes. Why do you want tunnels? I call them life energizing. It's like life energizing centers, in my opinion. Tunnels, they're always underground, going through the ground. It's cold. The cold actually freaking starts like your swollen muscles. The time you go through the tunnel, your muscles feel better. You stop sweating. You can hydrate a little bit better. You just feel so much better. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm getting phone call after phone call after phone call. But the Paw Paw Tunnel, really cool. That has nothing to do with peppers. That has to do with the Paw Paw fruit, which tastes like a banana custard. Look it up. So, Paw Paw Tunnel, there's a river through it, and it dips. There's no lights. It's like a haunted house. I mean, freaking, I guess you could get mugged in there. I brought a headset that I put on my hat, and I have a light on my bike. I really want to get biking. I need to train. Believe it or not, I actually have to train to bike with my friends, because my friends, I feel like they're professionals. There is a professional biker who is good friends with my friends. And I should, you know what, I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to call a friend of mine who just called. I'll talk to him, figure out where the hell he's at. He's probably in South America. He quit, this guy from Pittsburgh, quit his job, and he bikes. I think he was a financial guy who made a lot of money, but dude, he's got to be broke by now. It's like, dude, you got to be broke by now. But but he was in South America hanging out with tribes, all that other stuff. You're risking your life. Yeah, the stories, I imagine I'll run into that guy. He has a YouTube channel. I forgot the name of it. If you guys want to know the YouTube channel, ask me in the comment section after this is done live, and I'll drop the link. Yeah, I met the guy several times. He's a real nice guy. He bikes in some weird conditions. But anyway, I'm going to incorporate some of that. I got to get through some stuff this next couple weeks. Just anywhere from production. My mom's going in for surgery, so I will be watching over her pretty good and not leaving her side. She'll be living here for a little bit, for like a week, and see how everything goes. I try not to get into too many family matters here, and once that's done and I can get through some of the stuff I'm going through, I'm cranking out work like this or like that, and then I'm going to work on more designs. This is just more of a touch basis meeting. I got about 35 more of these. I added more. I almost sold out of these, by the way. I almost got 40 orders. No joke, 40 orders in 3 days. So, and at a time I'm not making much orders. That's phenomenal. Thank you guys. Keep placing orders, no matter how big, no matter how small. You get one. You only get one. And I will have more of these. I'll have bigger ones though. The next time around. It might be 2-3 weeks from now. It's a better picture of the label. The JP Piranha, which is a Naga bubblegum. It's a Naga crossed with bubblegum. Crossed with a Primo Tally. It becomes a bubblegum Primo Tally. And, you know, I'm blessed I'm blessed and I still want to do this. I still want to do this. How much coffee am I going to have to freaking drink to do this thing I want to do? I got to come up with millions and millions and millions of dollars to do this. I want to create the A team, the JPA team, and that would actually be hiring the best people I know. The best I know that one of the best accountants out there. I know one of the best marketing people out there. I know one of the best bankers out there. I know one of the best attorneys out there. I actually know one of the best artists out there too. Very expensive. And if I could have these people working full time for me, and I just work on the genetic work, and then I just have a huge farm, get rid of this place, get a huge farm. This stuff could happen within 6-7 years, maybe even less, and just get bigger and better. But in the meantime, at least Pickles get a bigger sticker. So sorry they are kind of small, but 35, I think 35, 34 left of these. Naga, Mo, Rich, Crusted, 7 Pop, Bubblegum, Primatelli sounds badass. Yes, and the Naga, Mo, Rich, Crusted, the Bubblegum, that's been around for like 8-9 years. So that's pretty much stable. Nothing stable, but pretty much stable. You can't say stable. What's stable? You can take a bell pepper and somebody tries to grow it in Boston, Massachusetts. It's your cousin from Boston. You ever see that commercial? It's your cousin from Boston. And he's supposed to be this badass, but he's not, because he's drinking Samuel Adams. I mean, Samuel Adams is a decent beer, but it's your cousin from Boston. He got a rat patch. He got a winger patch on his jean jacket. But, yeah, I need bigger stickers in the future. How many of your own crosses have you created? Probably about 7. About 7 crosses. Not all will be released. One of the first I'm glad you asked. One of the first crosses I've ever done was interspecies, human and alien. It was a Capsicum picatum and a Capsicum annuum, whatever you want to call it. Really should try to get the proper pronunciation. But I'm the same guy who says T instead of the. Sounds like Michael Jackson. So I crossed Capsicum picatum and Capsicum annuum. It took by F3, it crapped. It crapped the bed. Actually, F2, it crapped the bed. It was 50-50. And I discontinued. I still have the seeds. Will they germinate? They probably will. I also have a color variant from 10 years ago. I don't know why I never grew that out. I should grow that out. I want to do research on it to see. Here's something else that it boggles my mind and just overall ticks me off. When you get a color variant of something, let's say, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. You're not going to stop me. We're going to go with the big mama, the big mamas. Big mustard mama, big black mama, big yellow mama. Somebody they said they grew a big mustard mama and got a big yellow mama, or got the big yellow, no, they grew a big yellow mama and got a big mustard mama. So they called it the big olive mama. No, it's called big mustard mama. You're not getting a new species, you're just shifting. That's all you're doing is, oh my God. Now, sorry, I'm getting phone calls. This is how busy I am. So, if you grow a big yellow mama and it goes mustard, that's big mustard mama. You don't have a right. You don't have a right to rename it. You don't. That's the same person. Hey, they're all about the renaming everything. Zoinks. So, that's my 2 cents in it, and my 2 cents in it is 2 cents. I think I'm very valid in it, but the more I talk about it, the more I preach about it, it just causes more drama and separation in the community. But whatever. From one of my favorite bands growing up, I am a rock. I am an island. That's how I've always thought of myself. Yeah, I'm associated with these people. I'm associated with these people. I'm pretty good with these people. Pretty good with these people. But I always stand alone because that's how I want. There's people, 2 people, very, very successful in this world, want to invest in my company. Boom, get a farm. But I stand alone, at least for now. I want to make sure I'm strong enough, and maybe I will take on investors. If I take on these investors, it'd be really freaking big. Like we're talking 30, 40 acres, just mass production. Probably do other stuff as well. Try to get into products, but I wanted to grow my company slowly and surely. I just wanted to take those baby steps. And you guys know I've taken baby steps. Let's see. Very cool. Do you cross willy-nilly or for a specific? Do you cross willy-nilly or for a specific? I don't know what you mean. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Lawn Dog. The one thing about making a pepper cross is the amount of patience and time that needs to be devoted to stabilizing new pepper. That takes dedication to the craft. Yes, absolutely, and thank you for your comment. One thing I've noticed is people making a cross of 2 parents and it actually not being a cross. And they're saying it's a cross. I noticed that yesterday. Like I said, I spent 2 hours just silently looking over everything and every single person out there. Like, when I mean everybody, I've looked over everybody yesterday. And people are like, oh, this is a new cross. Not even mentioning the cross, not mentioning the name. No, that's not a new cross. You bought the seeds from me. I know what they're going to look like in the variations. All of a sudden you get a variation and you go, no. Is that person honestly trying to make crosses? I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't want to say negative because I'm not there and they're not here. So that's why you document things. Taking pictures of flowers, it's kind of cool. I almost took some pictures of, I should be made. I don't want to give out some of my ideas, but yeah, there's a lot I want to do with the company. And this reminds me of one of the funnest jobs I ever had. Yes, I said funnest. Most fun or funnest. There's fun jobs, most fun, and funnest. Funnest sounds like fun. But I had a company I worked at, and it was one of those companies, they didn't pay me very well, but I loved being there. And that's something I think I could really incorporate by bringing a crew in for 10, 15, 50 people in the future. Not now. I don't want people working at this residence, but I want to make a factory-like setting the way they did it. The way they did it was actually through a psychologist. It's just the stuff they did was just genius. And actually, the guy I worked for helped build the Mars rover. No kidding. And Bill Gates was getting involved in the company I used to work for. And there was a lot of thought and a lot of genius behind the stuff that we actually did. I did research and development. I was a welder for 17 years, but I also did other things. So I did secret projects. Some of those are going to be applied shortly through hearsay from the networking people I still keep in touch. They're all down in California now, not in Pittsburgh. They closed the company I worked for. But I've learned so much. So this channel is not just talking about peppers and the history. Let's talk about everyday life and how can you apply it if you're running a pepper company. Just the morale and everything else. But the reason I brought that up is here I am just talking about what I should do and shouldn't do. This helps. It helps me brainstorm. This is actually good brainstorming. But when I worked for that one company, we had 2 meetings a day. Do you know what one of the meetings was? Productivity. Productivity for that meeting. And I finally said it. They're like, Pickles, don't you raise your hand. Don't you? This is way before the company. I said, don't you raise your hand, man. Just freaking don't do it. And this guy, Zach, I'll get into Zach. I should contact him. He was a lab technician with me. We were doing the research and working on future projects. But I said, here I go. Raised my hand. I said, hey, I know how to increase productivity by at least 10% every single week. And they're like, okay, Pickles. Okay, Pickles. How you going to do it? How you going to do it? I said, I guarantee I can do it. Well, freaking tell us. You're wasting time. Boom, right there. If you have productivity meetings every single day to increase productivity, eliminate the meetings and your productivity goes up. Boom, genius. So what does the guy do? He takes 25% of the crew to build a pond on the roof. It was one of the most interesting jobs I freaking ever worked at. Built a koi pond with a bridge on a roof in Pittsburgh. I didn't get paid much there compared to all the other jobs, but man, just take your knowledge. That's kind of the undertone of this video is take your knowledge. Me biking, look at the soil. You go on vacation, look at the soil, look at the vegetation. How wow is it doing? Is the plants very green? Are they tall? What's wrong with get a little sample soil test? And then you go on vacation and test the soil for different things. Some of those are basic soil tests. But that's stuff that you could be thinking about and looking into. Thank you for the order, by the way. Oh, and another thing, let's see. What time is it? It is 2:12. I might try to get some more orders out, but right now, and I've got some meetings tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I got some stuff going on. So unfortunately, my shipping, actually, I'm going to tell you straight off, no shipping tomorrow. I ship about 6 out of 10 Saturdays. Tomorrow, I'm not doing shipping. I've already done the shipping. This morning, I shipped like 15, 20 orders. And then I'll ship Monday morning. Can I do shipping on Monday morning? I think I'm free. According to my schedule, I got some other stuff going on too. Meetings, medical meetings for my mom, different other stuff. I'm shifting some things around in my life, just organizing, building a seed room. Anyway, this is kind of like a meeting because I guess I do love meetings. Remember the sticker, limited edition. So, man, why didn't I should have numbered them. 1 out of 50 and some. But I actually, technically, it's not. And here's a better picture of it. The JP Piranha. I also am going to have to shift my marketing for JP Piranha to JP Ultraviolet. I could always change that name. It's my cross. Once it's out there, I can't change it. I can't. I will not. I should not. But yeah, so I've been working on another cross. This other cross right now is F4, JP Piranha F5. All right, I got 6 phone calls. I'll stop talking about working koi on the roof. Yeah. Koi on the roof. It was prohibited I had to sign contracts. I was not allowed to take pictures because of the research I was doing was technically high-end research. That was, some of it was going to be given to the government. I hope I find this one picture. If I find it, I will actually put it up. Although I did sign a sheet, I'm not allowed to show any pictures. I made a horrible mistake one day at work, my old company. Not allowed to talk about what I was doing, but there was an explosion, and faulty equipment. It was right by me, and I'm running, and you see all this stuff behind me exploding in the air, and I'm in a NASA suit. I wasn't working for NASA, but I was working in a NASA-like suit, astronaut suit, if you will, with a breathing apparatus inside. So maybe that's what got to me, the chemicals. So I'm running. Like, that's almost like the Go-Go's. I don't know. So, big thing. I got to find that picture. So, oh no, Jimmy, I wasn't telling you to stop talking about working. I was responding to your story. Right. Yeah, I got that. I totally got that. Sweet Pea, what's going on, Sweet Pea? Is the old logo available? What you mean? You mean for stickers? Idaho Garden Girl. Yeah. I'll give you a minute here, Idaho Garden Girl. What do you mean, still available? Oh, for stickers? Yeah, well, the original was just the gas mask, and then it became the pepper, and then it became with the fire. Some right now, I'm just going to make it simple. I'm just giving this out right now. But I plan on doing restructuring the way I think about things and do things. This is the best thing I could do on off-season seeds. People, you guys, you really don't want seeds, but you want the sticker, but you want the seeds in the future. My seeds will keep. So I got about 35, 40 more of these, and I'm going to call it quits, keeping a couple to myself for the JP Hall of Fame or the JP Museum, which I actually may very well make, just for fun. And Jimmy 2 times, if you ever watch Goodfellas. The papers. So I don't know. I think I've extended my blah 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 talking. I got phone calls. This is the sticker design of it. I design my own stuff. I do get help once in a while. I do not give out the names. I even had a meeting with one of the world's top artists to help me on a certain project, but I sell seeds. My designs really wouldn't be, and they want $1,000 minimum for the draft. So yeah, forget it. What's your favorite mildly pepper? New Mexico orange spice. Orange spice, one of my favorites, mid-hot. All right, Isolated Seeds, jppepperseeds.com. I got a lot of phone calls to make. You will get this sticker. This deal is probably only going to last throughout the weekend. Get those 35 orders in, and then if I get all 35 orders in, I'm going to start getting bigger stickers and different designs. I'm going to work on different marketing. So much love. Isolated Seeds, jppepperseeds.com.